International testing shows Australia is falling behind in key areas of education. Over the past 20 years, our results have largely flatlined, while other countries are improving. This means from 2011 to 2015, Australia's ranking for Year 4 maths has dropped about 10 places. For Year 8, our ranking for maths and science has dropped 5 places to 17th. The results, a reigniting debate about the need for reform in education policy and spending.
These Year 4 students like maths and science, but not that much.
There's loads of other subjects that are fun.
Yeah, it can be more fun.
Their teachers say it's a challenge making the subjects appealing.
It's allowing the kids to enjoy the subject, to delve into it, to ask the questions, to show critical thinking.
The latest data from the International Mathematics and Science Study shows Australia is failing at that task. Performance in maths and science has stagnated, and Australia is now middle of the pack after 20 years of testing. We now lag behind countries including Kazakhstan, Hungary and the Czech Republic. Some of Australia's top brains say the data is more than concerning.
In fact, I call it abysmal.
It shows between a quarter and a third of Year 4 and Year 8 students did not achieve the intermediate international benchmarks in maths or science. For Australia's Asian neighbours, such as Singapore and South Korea, those figures were in the single digits.
That Australia's basically remained level while other countries have accelerated past us. And if you look at what we want for our future society, we want growth.
Some of the top educators in Australia say teachers in classrooms like this need better resources and more training. They're also calling for more educational support at home.
Can we bring specialist mathematics and science teachers, for example, in the primary school levels?
That task all the more harder in families where English isn't the first language.
Maths is not just working with numbers, it's actually being able to read the question, comprehend what it's asking and therefore be able to respond correctly.
The federal government says the lacklustre results come despite federal education funding climbing by almost 50%.
The conversation now should be about how are we going to use that record funding far more effectively in the future.
Senator Birmingham says the school's testing results will be raised in talks with states and territories about school funding beyond 2017. Darren Mara, SBS World News.